Welcome to the Branson Gospel Singer-Songwriter Association Artist Spotlight today. We have an artist spotlight with the Daisy Dulcimers, or Dulcimer Daisies. I've spoken like that my whole life. We're going to give the mic, and they're going to introduce themselves and enjoy.
Nola Kissel, Siloam Springs.
Donna Schultz, Concord, Oklahoma.
Rita Drake, Springdale, Arkansas.
Vicky Poole, Siloam Springs.
Kay Vest, Siloam Springs, Arkansas.
Gwen Wesley, Watts, Oklahoma.
Rhonda Hayes, West Fork, Arkansas.
Okay, our first song is Happy Land, and it's a full chord.
Our second song is Farther Along.
1, 2, 3.
Tempted
I knew with this, so here we go. 1, 2, 3.
tempted and tried, we're oft made to wonder why it should be thus all the day long, while there are others living about us, never molested.
Want to announce the next song, please?
Our next song is Where the Roses Never Fade.
Going to a city where the streets with gold are laid, where the tree of life is blooming, where the roses never fade. Soon their beauty is decayed. I am going to a city where the roses never fade. In this world we have troubles, Satan's snares we must evade. We'll be free from all temptations where the roses never fade. There they bloom but for a season,
Will the circle be unbroken?
That is the Dulcimer Daisies. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it. Very unique experience for us.
Us too.
We loved having you, and come again.
Thank you.
Be sure and stay tuned here for Angela Singh coming up.
Keep on doing it because I'm not killing the screen. Just keep saying, let them get off the stage there.
Oh, okay. You guys, if you want to get off, we'll set up for the next performer. Next artist getting ready to come up. Kathy, all these other mics you can kill.
Which one are you on?
We're going to stay on green.
We're still live.
Okay, we're going to welcome our next artist, and that's Angela Singh. And Angela, where are you from?
Elizabethtown, Kentucky.
Kentucky. Getting up closer to Indiana, aren't you?
I am. We're neighbors. We are neighbors.
All right, Angela Singh, enjoy this.
Well, today I just want to say thank you for having me here, and I'm just super excited to be here. The first song that I want to sing for you today is called I Want My Stage to Be an Altar.
Another town, another place, a different crowd,
with you a little bit about myself and where I'm from. I'm from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. My family has a company that we are called Sing Inc. And under this company, we house 4 ministries. The first ministry, obviously, is the music ministry, of which I just sang. The second ministry is a shoebox ministry where we pack shoeboxes for Operation Christmas Child. But in the music ministry, right now, I'm entering the final stages of my newest project, which is called Dream Big, and it's set to release in late winter or early spring. I am super excited to be recording a song written by Gary Paxton, and it's called America, You're Too Young to Die. Unfortunately, I don't have it here with me yet. It hasn't been recorded, but it is going to be recorded next month. And when I talk about the shoebox ministry, we pack shoeboxes for Operation Christmas Child. And actually, right now is the collection time for those shoeboxes. Our family's been packing shoeboxes for 11 years, and in that 11-year time, we've sent out over 1,000 shoeboxes. Now, when Wayne and I first started packing, we were packing like 3 or 4, and our goal was to add 1 more each year. And we thought, surely by the time we reach our senior year, 25 boxes, we might just have 25 boxes. But you know, God's plans are always much bigger than our plans. And God has allowed us in 10 years' time to pack over 1,000 shoeboxes. The incredible thing about that is, with every shoebox, the children are presented the gospel. So we don't know in all those shoeboxes just how many of those children came to know the Lord, but we are sure that some of them did. And our newest ministry is called Cars with a Cause. And what this is a ministry for the boys. And what it is we send Hot Wheels, Matchbox cars. And recently, my husband has started making wooden cars and tractors to send out to the boys around the world. And we send these out with missionaries and mission teams. And what it was is our most famous, or maybe not our most famous, but our fastest growing ministry right now is our doll ministry. And I will be speaking in more detail about it. But the missionaries that would take our dolls, they would ask us, well, what do you have for the boys? And I'd have to say, I don't know. I'm a girl. I don't know what boys like. And I don't have any children, so it was like, what am I supposed to pack? And with missionaries, oftentimes they're flying. And so when they fly, you have to think about something that doesn't take up a great deal of space. So with the cars, we thought that would be something perfect that we could be able to minister to the boys. And you have to think that sometimes these boys are in orphanages, and they don't have anything to call their own. And when they can have a missionary that comes and gives them the gospel and tells them about a God who loves them, and maybe they've never had a father, then suddenly they can make a tangible connection to a loving God. Maybe they've dreamed about a car their whole life, and there it is in their hand. And it just helps them to open the door for that. Now with our dolls, this one that's standing on the table, we like to call her the Angie doll. And that's what my friends nicknamed her. And when I got her, her hair was quite the mess. And I really didn't know what I was going to do with it, so I was able to cut it and actually style it to look like mine. And today, I could actually tell you how we transform the dolls, but to show you would be even better. And my husband's going to take a hit for the team today. At least that's what he says. He says he's 51 years old, and now I get to play with Barbies on television. This is just great. But he's going to take a hit for the team today, and he's going to transform a Barbie doll for you while that I sing a song. And when I sing this song, one of our first dolls that we found, my parents were out walking their dog in their neighborhood, and they walked past their neighbor's trash, and in the trash was a Cabbage Patch doll. And my mom retrieved that doll from the trash, and it just had chocolate milk on it. It wasn't really in too bad a shape. So they took it home, she washed it. Don't you know that doll was delivered to a little girl in Mali, Africa? So it's just amazing. And when you see this transformation, when we get the dolls, usually their hair is like a little bit messed up. Most of the time they don't have clothes. We've already dressed this one. So you'll find out just how easy it is, or just what little love it takes to make a big difference. And when you're a child somewhere who struggles for food, and toys are just a luxury item, really. And to be able to take something that someone else has thrown away and to be able to restore it to like new and give it new life. When we transform a doll, what I see is how Christ transforms us. You know, when Barbie was new in the box, I can only imagine that she would have had all these grandeur dreams of living in the finest Barbie townhouse, in her nice Corvette car, and just dressed out in all the finest clothes. But you know, oftentimes when we get these Barbies, they're at the Goodwill in a box without apparel, and their hair's all a mess. You know, that's how Christ finds us. We're a mess. We may clean up the outside on the doll, but Christ, He cleans up the inside when we give our lives to Him. So as I sing this song, The Broken Ones, just think about what it says and Christ's impact on us and how that we should love everyone.
Makes it
started our doll ministry. It's been, well, actually, we packed them in shoe boxes for years. And we had a song called Boxes Made for Shoes that a friend of mine wrote. And we did a little music video of it. And it was kind of for the shoe boxes and the doll ministry. Well, Samaritan's Purse had saw the video and they were like, we love the song, but that's not like what we do. They don't want anything used in their boxes. So a couple of years ago, I went to work at the processing center, and I was able to speak to the fellow who was in charge of the center, and he saw pictures of our dolls. And he said, we didn't want those. And I was like, no, they're used. And he said, no, we'll take those. And I said, but you don't understand. I go out and I speak, and people always want to know, how do you transform those dolls? And I was like, I can't say that we do this, but you can't. So it birthed our ministry, Dolls on Mission. And originally we called it Dolls for Orphans. And our first delivery was delivered to Belize, to an orphanage. And that was the very first time that we ever saw a little girl hold a doll. And it was just something that really touched us. Well, later, as more missionaries took our dolls, we decided that they weren't all going to orphans. So we renamed the ministry Dolls on Mission. And it just seems to be a better fit. Now, when Tim penned the song Boxes Made for Shoes, the second verse says, from Honduras to Mongolia. He had no idea that God was going to ask him to go to Honduras. And a few months before that, my dad's sister, my aunt, had passed away. And in her estate, they found some Barbie dolls. And they gave them to our ministry. Well, there were 3 dolls. We sent 2 to the Philippines, and 1 went to Honduras. And what's amazing about the one that went to Honduras, when I found out Tim was going, I begged him. I said, please take some dolls. He goes, no way. There is no way TSA is going to find Barbie dolls in my luggage. No way. So I begged him. I said, please, just 2. Just take 2. And so I ended up wrapping them up in backpacks. And I said, that way they'll never find them. So he took them. And one little girl there, her name was Jocelyn. And here's her picture. I don't know if you can see her. She's a beautiful little girl. She had wanted a Barbie doll for her whole life, she said. Now, mind you, she's 3 years old. But it was her whole life. And she had seen a Barbie doll in a video. And in that video, she had picked out a brunette. Now, this is what's amazing to me. Most of the Barbies that you see, blondes. 90% of Barbie dolls are blondes. The 2 Barbie dolls I sent to Honduras, both were brunettes. But the one that this little girl got was from my aunt's estate. And when she got her Barbie doll, this quiet little girl immediately exclaimed, that's her, that's the one from the video. That's the one that I had picked out. And it just literally amazed me how God could orchestrate all that for that little girl. There was another little girl in Honduras. Her name is Dina. And at the time, the missionary had been there 11 times to this village. And in that time, she had never seen this little girl smile in 11 trips. Not until the day she got her Barbie. And then she could not stop smiling. We've also been blessed to have our dolls go to Africa. And a lot of times our missionaries, once they get to the older children, they don't know for sure if the older children would be receptive to the dolls. Because in many foreign countries, by the time they're 12, 13 years old, they work like adults. They don't really have much of a childhood. So this girl, she was about 13, I'd say, judging from the picture. Her name is Mercy. She's from Africa. And the missionaries gave her a doll. Do you know that Mercy's dream was to be a dress designer. She needed that doll. And at the end of the day, Mercy had made that doll a new dress. So it's always amazing to me. It's also amazing to me how that God is using these dolls to open doors. One of the first trips as Dolls on Mission, after we had changed our name, went to the Philippines. And there was a group from our church that had taken some dolls with them. I don't know this little girl's name, but one of the ladies that went had been in the Desert Storm, and she had been in Iraq. And when they pulled up to this facility over in the Philippines, she said, it was worse than anything I saw in Iraq. And she said, I didn't think anybody could possibly live there. Immediately, all these people came pouring out of this building once the missionaries pulled up. This little girl kept following the missionaries around. They would turn and talk to her. She would turn away. They couldn't make the connection with her. That was until one of them realized, I have a Barbie doll in my backpack. Once they gave this little girl the Barbie doll, instant connection. She was able to communicate with them. She began to be able to communicate with them. It was amazing just how God used a simple Barbie doll to break down barriers for missionaries. And perhaps one of the saddest stories that we have is from a little girl in Honduras who found comfort in a Barbie doll after her father was murdered. In Honduras, they're like the murder capital of Central America, pretty much. And this little girl's dad had been murdered. And the missionary had went to her village, and when she found out that the little girl's dad had passed away, she gave the little girl the doll. And it was one of the boy dolls. We don't have many boy dolls. They get donated to us. But she found comfort in this doll. And you know, it's incredible, really, how that God uses just the smallest things. And how he can use a song, just simple words to a song, to touch someone's heart. I was invited to sing at a backyard barbecue, and there was a lady there. I didn't know her, hadn't met her. She let me know that she had not shed a tear in 17 years. When she was a teenager, she had gotten hooked on drugs. And I don't know the full story, but it resulted in the death of a child, her child. And she carried that guilt with her forever. And that night, the words and the music, the melodies touched her. And she was able to find forgiveness in a Savior that she didn't really know existed. And she was able to release that burden.
All she knows is where she goes, she's gotta get there fast. Salty tears of hurt flow out from a deeply broken heart. She's not sure what her life's about, she needs a brand new start. She can't see through all the tears, what's right before her eyes. One thing that she needs the most, she doesn't realize. Rain falls on the windshield, tears roll down her dirty face. Memories haunt her mind of another time, another place. Her body's here, but her mind is 1,000 miles away. She's finally realizing that her past won't go away. Forgiveness, he will give us
it up right there for you and let you know that Jesus will save you. And all you have to do is just say a simple prayer, ask Him into your heart and forgive you of your sins. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Angela sings. Stay tuned because we're going to have Kerry Miller.
That's me!
And his assorted weird friends.
You're already here.
Coming up. I've got no part in this, okay?
Leave that there. You just step up there and start talking to everybody.
Okay.
Okay? I'll get my stuff. Tell some jokes or something.
You know, there's one thing I'm not very big on, and that's jokes. But I can talk about Jesus.
Well, do that.
I can do that all day long.
Do that, brother.
Well, hello there. It's nice to see some friends out in the studio audience. We're at the Cedar Valley Church in Hollister, Missouri, right outside of Branson. And if you're in the area, stop in. There's plenty of room for you here in the studio audience. I think you'll enjoy it. We're going to be here all day long.
And all night long.
And into the night. So stay here and enjoy. While Kerry gets his stuff together and walks around me, I want to tell you that this is the Branson Gospel Singer-Songwriter Association out of Branson, Missouri, and you're tuned to the right place.
I'm about ready. Where are you from?
Well, I know where I'm from.
Where are you from?
I'm from Anderson. You know what? That brings up something. I'm glad you brought that up. Kerry was within 20 miles of me.
Yes, just a few weeks ago.
Just a few weeks ago. And unfortunately, I couldn't get there.
I know.
But, you know what? That was a treasure to have you up there. And people are still talking about it, and some of it's good. No, Jim Bridges. Did you meet Jim Bridges?
Love Jim Bridges.
He just is head over heels over you guys. He was so happy you were there.
It was a great time. Well, why don't you introduce Ricky Jr., okay, and I'll go get him.
Okay, I'm going to introduce you to Kerry Miller, and he's going to bring his special friend Ricky Jr. up here. Ricky is different. Ricky is, you know, I don't know what's going on in my head right now. I'm so confused. So I'm going to turn this over to Kerry and his friend Ricky Jr.
Let's give Dale Brown a hand. He's got to put up with us. Oh my goodness. We love you, Dale. Yeah, you're awesome. Well, it is so good to be here today, and I want to tell you a little about myself. It's been a while since I've been here, and everything's falling apart up here. So hold on a second. See, when you're a ventriloquist, you got to learn how to improvise. So, all right. This is not part of my act. How are you doing? Good. It's not part of my act.
I like it.
You like it? Just the other day we were at Highland Springs Country Club in Springfield, and they said that, yeah, we got a sound and everything. Oh, don't do it. Yeah, they said they had a sound system, and they had a sound person. We got there. They had a sound system, but no one to run it. Oh, no, it was terrible. And so we had to improvise, but you know what? When that happens, you just make the best of it. And sometimes in life, guess what? Things don't always go our way. But you know what we need to do? I know. What? Not listen to you. Well, that's just true. That's true. You need to listen to Jesus, right? That's for sure. And so I'm originally from Kansas. I was born in Kansas, and my dad was a pastor, and so I grew up in the church. But one thing he taught me over and over again, because he wouldn't stop preaching. That's true. He was one of those preachers where they say in conclusion 8 times. Yeah. But anyways, we grew up in the church. But then we also realized that sometimes life happens. And sometimes things don't always go our way. And there's challenges at times that we just don't know how to overcome. I know how to do it. You know how to do what? Overcome. How do you overcome? That's when you put your faith and trust in Jesus. Okay, is that it? That's it. It's real simple. You know, so a lot of times, and if you're out there watching us now, or maybe you're going to watch us later, but you're going through a time where you feel like you're just all alone, we want to encourage you, because guess what? You're not alone. You're never alone. No, you're not. And so we would like to sing a song about that. Are you ready? I don't think they're ready. Are you ready? Yeah, that's about right. All right, we'll start that over, okay? Hold on. Here we go. Through a storm, hold your head. Take 2. Well, I'll tell you what, sometimes when you're trying to operate your own band and everything, can we get a little bit more monitor up here? So here we go. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. That's what you get for working with a dummy. Okay. When you walk through the storm, hold your head up high, and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm is a golden sky and the sweet silver sound of love. So walk on See, we messed up at the beginning so you would understand what this song's really about. So when you're up here and things ain't going right, you're going, I feel all by myself. But you're never, never alone. So I want to encourage you in that. Now, I want to talk about, before we do this song, I want to talk about Veterans Day. We're recording this on Veterans Day. And Veterans Day is a very special place, has a special place. In fact, it's my favorite holiday. It sure is. In fact, here's the reason why. My dad served in the military. My uncle served in the military. And I served for 10 years in the military. You did? Yeah. Well, I don't see how. What do you mean? Look at you. You're fat and out of shape. Well, it was been a while ago. But I did for 10 years. Okay, whatever. Well, speaking of fat and out of shape, I hit the road a lot. So we were going to a fitness center at a place I'd never been to. And I walked in the fitness center, and this guy goes, "Excuse me, are you a paid member here?" "What'd you say?" I said, "No, but that's okay. I'm just here to use the free weights." Get it? I told you they wouldn't laugh. Oh, come on. But I did call the local fitness center. And I said, I would like to join this exercise class. And they said, well, the first time you come to this class, you need to wear baggy clothes. Yeah? And I said, if I had baggy clothes, I wouldn't need this class. Amen. Oh, amen. Yes, some of you understand. How's that tie in with Veterans Day? We used to do PT all the time. We'd get up early in the morning. How early? We'd get up like at 4 o'clock in the morning and go running and walking and push-ups and set-ups. It was crazy. Oh, my goodness. It's been a long time since you've done that. Well, that's true. That's true. But you know, a lot of times we lose sight of actually why our men and women have served in the military. And a lot of them back in the day were drafted. They didn't have a choice. But today, every person that joins in the military, it's because they volunteer to do it. They volunteer to serve. And so I was thinking about that. You were thinking? That's scary. Oh, come on, be nice. I was thinking about that, and I thought, wow, that's what Jesus did. Jesus was up in heaven, living with God, full of glory, and he looked down at humanity, and he saw the mess, and he said, they need real freedom. And so Jesus looked down. Can I tell the story? You want to finish it? Sure do. So Jesus looked down, and he saw he could do something. So he said to his dad, he said, hey, can I go down there and help him out? So he went down there, and he was born as a little bitty baby. And you know what? He grew to be a child, and then he grew to be a man. And then he realized something. What these people need is the ultimate sacrifice. And Jesus was going to be that. He was going to be the ultimate sacrifice. And just as our men and women today serve on a volunteer basis, and they go around the world to defend and protect us and to keep us to where we can have freedom so we can be here today doing what we're doing today, that's pretty cool. And Jesus did that so you can have freedom for all eternity. So just as men and women today are willing to put their lives on the line, they'll raise their hand and they'll say, I will serve. Jesus put his life on the line because he went to the cross. And it was there that he died. Oh, that I have some good news. He didn't stay on the cross. Jesus rose again. And today he lives with you and me. So I just want to encourage you today to live in his freedom. Because that's what it's all about. Amen. So we're going to sing this song. And we just want to celebrate our country because I'm so grateful that I live here today. But I know men and women continue to put their lives on the line, and they're willing to give their lives freely for our freedoms. But I know ultimately it's his truth that's going to lead us. So here we go. A beautiful Hush, little baby, don't you cry. You know your daddy is bound to die. Oh, but listen. All my troubles, Lord, they'll soon be over. Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis Presley. Glory, glory. Hallelujah. I'm singing glory. With glory. Hallelujah. Glory, glory. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you! It has been an honor to be here. Just remember, you're never alone. You're never alone, and His truth marches on. Let's welcome Del Brown back up to the stage. My brother Del. Hurry up! Take your time, but hurry!
Love you, Zagna. Love you, Zagna.
I'm Ricky Jr.
Yeah, you know, I'm just kind of thinking, I don't